Okay, guys, let's talk patch. It's been a bit of an entertaining day. I have been at work for most of the day, and yeah, seeing some of the stuff that's been going around about the patch, it's been rather interesting. Um, we had the gem surge, which apparently was bugged for a time, and now it seems like they've updated the overview here and taken some parts out about what we should have been getting, and the rollback from the 8th of January that is currently gone missing. So what they're doing there, I have no idea. Maybe that will be changed in the next coming hours. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But patch wise, I think we're all agreed it is based on a heavy pay to win, focused at the people that do spend a lot of money in the game. So free to play players, yeah, this patch really isn't for you. Don't get me wrong, there is some good changes to the game when it comes to the game overall. The stash tabs for a start, you know, having those, and I've only unlocked one. Let's just go and see if you haven't seen it, you can actually see what I'm talking about. So stash tabs, they did increase these, so you've got extra ones that you can buy for 2,000 platinum each. I've purchased one of them, which you can see I've got an empty one now, and obviously I do have Boon of Plenty, which I do buy because I'm obviously not a free-to-play player. I do spend on the Battle Pass every month and the Boon of Plenty. So I've currently got the 6 tabs open here, and eventually I will get the 7th. As you can see, I do stash in a lot of stuff that I wish we had an icon on these so we can actually see what ones we're using in our loadouts, in our armory. But as of yet, Blizzard hasn't added that in. Maybe if they do kind of see this video or see some comments, then they will add something in here in the future for us to be able to see which ones are in our armory. All I'm asking for is, you know, to be able to see which ones in our loadouts. You know, I've only got one loadout free. Some of these I don't use anymore, but I would say, like, if we could see which ones are being used on these loadouts in our stash, it's going to make our lives much easier when it comes to stash sorting. You know, we all know that you equip one piece or one loadout and go put it on another loadout, the gear doesn't go into where you left it, it gets all mixed up. I would like a way to sort it out for that as well. So the armory and the stash, in my mind, are one of the biggest areas of improvement they could do when it comes to our gear sets, you know, making it much easier for us to, you know, navigate. But going into the actual patch itself, other than the stash tabs, the Tong-Shi renewal stuff is kind of cool. You're sending these red bags, collecting the currency. I've already collected 100. The red bags are cool to be able to get some gems and some other bits and bobs and some crests and some scraps and etc. I haven't gone and defeated this raid boss yet. I will go and do this at some point. Phantom marker. I'm not a Diablo partner, so I don't get this for free. You never know, one day. The shield and the weapon are kind of cool. I don't think much to the cosmetic. Obviously, you've got the 2 different colors that people can get now, and the snake can move in one version of it and not. I think some of these other skins are pretty cool. Probably without the helmet. This one's kind of cool. I like this one. But yeah, not something that I go for. The Phantom Gallery. I did spend some money on the Phantom Gallery. I do think this was worth it if you spend, and if you're prepared to put in some money to get some cool extra things. I won't be taking it any further because obviously the cost of this just gets far too much, and for draw 10 this is not really worth it considering it's not a permanent thing. It only lasts 60 days. Gem Surge, as we mentioned, this was bugged earlier and they have changed the description now. Free to play players, you're not going to get very far with this at all, to be honest. You'll be lucky if you get, you know, I've got 4 here. I would hope to be able to get 7 over the period of 3 weeks this is live, so I can upgrade possibly my Roiling Consequences to a 4-star, or even my Blood-Soaked Jade. We'll see. This I probably won't upgrade to a 5 because you're going to require 22. I'm definitely not going to get there, so I reckon one of these will be obviously up to a higher rank to give me that 40 extra resonance. I could obviously do my bottled hope, so one of these 3 I end up doing. Other than that, when it comes to the events, Fractured Plane, it was fairly easy to do. I've just got to finish up the rest of it to get the extra rewards and the extra, you know, bits here for the event center. I just need to get to the top to get these 5 here. So other than that, the other change that I did notice when I was doing my Elder Rifts was they have brought the replay button back in for a limited time. It didn't say that on the patch notes, so that's kind of a cool little extra they've given us without adding that into the patch notes. I think that should be a permanent fixture. I don't understand why it's never been in the game, to be honest. You know, having to come out of the rift to come and reload and then find a party again because people are left. If you can just replay that in the rift itself, it's going to make life a lot easier. Now, the other thing we will mention, I don't know if everyone see this in the patch notes. I know I did mention it in my video yesterday, is the familiar kind of change where they've added in this limited time familiar quest where you can actually get your familiar to go and do a bounty. It does take a day with one familiar, but you can use up to 4 familiars and it will drop that down to 6 hours, I believe. So it gets 4 bounties done over a period of a day, or if you drop that with 2, that would do for 12 hours, you know, or it could have been 18 hours. But I think doing one lot of 4 per day while this is going to be beneficial. Just means you have to go and do 4 bounties per day as well to get your 8 completed per day. But other than that, I don't think there's really much more to talk about the patch. Heavily pay to win. If you're putting money into the game, yeah, do so if you want to carry on spending. But yeah, there's not really much other than that to go into. I haven't looked into the kind of the damage done by Black Wolf and Necromancers yet, or the actual summons when they've been kind of despawning in areas. They've now fixed that. And the other thing I haven't checked out is the new area, or the areas they've increased the respawn rates for the monsters. So I will have a look into that and report on that. But I wanted just to do a quick update to kind of give you the heads up about this patch being very pay to win. And obviously, only do what you feel is necessary. If you want to stay free to play, then stay free to play. You don't have to put money into this game to enjoy the game. And obviously, the pay to win players out there, if you are a whale and you want to spend more, yeah, please feel free to. No one's going to hold that against you. One thing I would like to see, and I can't see it anywhere, is the 13k wings. If anyone has got an image of the 13k wings, putting it somewhere would be great. Maybe on, I know Indez has got a Discord and he wanted to see the 13k wings as well. So if someone has got them out there and you're on his Discord, give us a post so we can actually see what they look like. It'd be interesting to see. But we'll leave the video there and we'll see you in the next one.